welcome to my channel. I am Inner Empress and you are here at Inner Empress Readings. So today I want to look into what is the person that you're thinking about saying about you to others. So it can be someone romantic, it can be someone platonic, it can be family, co-worker, whatever the case is. Let's look into what is the person on your mind saying about you. Now, I will have two different piles for you to choose from, and you can pause the video, take a look, see what resonates with you, and find the timestamp in the description box below. I also want to take a moment before we jump in to just thank Gail so much for providing the channel with this beautiful deck. I'll be using it today in our reading, and it's really just amazing. I used it in the previous reading before this, what the universe wants to reveal to you about this person or situation. And these cards, they are some straight shooters. So I am excited to see what they provide for us for this reading. So let's jump in. All right, welcome those of you who chose pile one. Let's find out what the person you're thinking about is saying about you to others. Now, before we jump into the reading, I don't know if you happen to see the intro. Let's just take a moment, please, and send some love and light to Gail, who so thoughtfully and is so much appreciated provided this Lenormand deck for the channel. So I'm excited to use it. I already used it in the previous reading, which was about what the universe wants to reveal to you about this certain person or situation. And I'm really excited to see what these cards tell us for this reading. So, pile one. The person that you're thinking about. What are they saying about you? What are they saying about you? I heard here she is. So for someone, this person might be pointing you out to someone. Okay. All right, so we have the Two of Swords. We have Judgment. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so what I'm picking up on for this pile is that this individual feels like there might have been some type of misunderstanding between you two. I don't know if you are in connection with this person, and what I mean by that is if you are far away from them or if you two are no longer in each other's lives. And I'm picking that up from this Two of Swords next to this Judgment, which is usually like a reawakening of something, something coming back from the past or, back to life. So I'm kind of getting a sense here that this person is possibly talking to someone else. I just heard group. It felt like group of three. So they could be talking to three other people about you and just kind of talking about how there might have been some type of misunderstanding or missed opportunity, something about missing. Now, not to say that they do not miss you, but it's more of a missing an action. So something happened here to where they are hoping to rekindle or reconnect. There's a big emphasis on like this energy with this Queen of Cups. They want to have a heart-to-heart talk. They feel like the air needs to be cleared about something. For someone, I just heard something they didn't do. And I feel like this person might want to apologize to you for something, or they're hoping that you both can apologize to each other for something. But this person wants there to be healing and they want there to be a reconnection. I'm kind of curious. I would like to know a little more. For someone specific, this person allowed some type of outside influences to poison your connection. Either they were listening to gossip, they were listening to toxic family members or friends or something. Like they took, I'm hearing a wrong turn and wrong advice. They took the wrong advice for someone in regards to what choice to make about this connection, about this friendship, whatever the connection is that you're asking about. And they made a decision that was not for the best interest of you and of them. Now, if this is someone that you don't really have a connection with, someone who, what am I trying to say? Let's say someone who you're interested in, but you don't really know them like that. I get a distant feeling where this person, what am I trying to say? I kind of see it as maybe they were a little cold to you before, or avoidant, or there's just this energy of not really attaching themselves. And I see, them talking about possibly changing that, possibly, inviting you somewhere, wanting to speak on something. I'm hearing a change of perspective. So something could have happened to where they see you differently now. And I'm getting that for everyone who chose this particular pile. There's something about you that has shifted the way this person sees you and the situation now. Okay, clarify. Five of Swords. Eight of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. What's really beautiful about this Nine of Pentacles, they're talking about how mature you are, how emotionally mature you are, how understanding you are, how perhaps you handled a certain type of situation with grace, or just removed yourself from it. You're like, I'm not about to lower myself. There's something about how well you're doing, how balanced you're doing. This person sees you as being very also intuitive. There's something about your intuitive ability. There's something about healing. I don't know if for some of you, like, food is important. I don't know if maybe you started some type of career with cooking, or you changed your diet in regards to eating healthier or going vegan, or there's something I'm feeling that they're like, yeah, this person is just over there glowing up. This person is getting their life right. They're getting their life together. They're in tune. They're aligned. They really see you in this very independent energy. Something with gardening just came through for someone. I don't know if someone gardens specifically, but I see that once again, maybe you walked away from this person. Maybe, I don't know, this person walked away from you. There was some type of ending that took place, or some type of disconnection, some type of distance. And this person is talking about that moment and like how it, for someone specific, it shook them. It woke them up from something. It made them realize something about themselves. It could have made this person, I heard sober, like go sober. It could have made this person go seek some type of help. Like, this disconnection made someone realize how they had to get themselves together, how they were, possibly not living in alignment. I also hear I'm proud. So for some of you, this person is proud, and they're telling others that they are so in awe with the fact that you had the courage to walk away. You had the strength to walk away, because they don't know if they would have had the strength to end things. They don't know if they would have had the strength to move forward, even though they could tell things were not as positive, not as healthy as it should have been. We have Five of Swords. Five of Swords clarifying the Two of Swords. First of all, these are two very mental cards dealing with the swords. And do you see these crows? You see? And I said there was something about interference. You see this person back here? There's blood on the ground. This crow is on his shoulder, opening its mouth, yapping about something. Outside interference. This person either allowed their own negative self-sabotaging thoughts to get in the way, or they also, I just heard jealous. Somebody could have been very jealous. This person either allowed themselves to mentally sabotage things, or they allowed outside thoughts and people to sabotage this connection. So this person, there is a sense of regret here, but there's also a sense of understanding where this person sees where they contributed to things, and they are proud of you because they speak of you in a high light. Now, for someone specific, this person could be talking about you having been the person they had to walk away from because you might have been insecure, you might have been self-sabotaging, and this person could be speaking on how their life has turned around because they distance themselves from you. And that's not going to be for everyone, but we definitely want to take accountability here. And so if you are operating in a lower vibrating space, then this person is saying how their life turned around by separating from your energy in this connection. So only take it if it resonates, but I'm reading for a lot of people. Now, let's just go a little further. For somebody specific, you could have started a business, and I don't know if it's like pottery or some type of artistry. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like it is more of a creative based business. And I was kind of picking up that, like, with cooking before, it doesn't have to be cooking, but I feel like you may have always wanted to start a hobby, take a class, or like start some type of creative venture, and maybe you just never did. And this person is speaking about how, wow, like, he or she or they are like really out there doing it. They said they were gonna do it, and look at them, you know? This person does wonder if you think about them, if you miss them. That does come up. For those who I was speaking to that perhaps, you were operating in the lower energy, this individual does feel a sense of freedom, and perhaps they have, you might have noticed they have started some type of business, followed some type of dream. Someone I'm hearing here has gone on to medical school. I'm picking up that very strongly with the Queen of Cups, something with like healthcare. All right. So let's find out a little more, just a little more of what it is they say to others about you. We have the Snake. We have all of these clocks. And then 4. Something specific is coming through for someone where you may have left this person and gotten like remarried or engaged or something like that. There's an energy here of I don't know, there is a little, I don't know, for someone, there is a little bitterness here where this person feels like you wasted no time. That's what's coming to me. It's like this person might also be speaking about how quickly you moved on from them. And there's just this, it's like, wow, like did they ever care? Because it seems like their life is wonderful. Like they just moved on so quickly. That's coming through. And it could have been, like I said, the fact that you moved on into a different relationship, or it could just be the fact if you were not like dating this person, this wasn't a romantic connection, the fact that this person's like, wow, this person just moved on and bought a house, moved somewhere else, started a new career. Like oh wow, I just heard someone say they over there baking bread. So I don't know if you got into baking bread or something, and there was a jealous energy in that, like, wow, you over there being a homemaker, you in your little comfy cozy home. So I do see that for some of you, this person, even though they are proud to see that you're doing well, it hurts them to see that you're doing well with someone else, or with a new friend group or a new job, something like that. What else? For someone specific, this individual is upset that you haven't invited them to your new house. Like, whoever I'm talking to, you've become very protective of your energy, and that required, I didn't even mean to say required, but apparently that required you to put this person at a distance. And so if this is like a mother or a cousin or something, I don't know why that's coming up, but it's almost like this person is talking about how, like, yeah, and I haven't even been to their house yet, but like they post pictures or something like that is coming up. This person, I feel also for some of you, may be talking about a possession of theirs that you supposedly still have. The energy I pick up though is that this person tried to maybe leave it as a connecting point to like, oh, I need to come back and pick up such and such. And I don't know if maybe you threw it out, you sold it, you know, put it to the thrift store or something, but this person speaks about that like, yeah, I couldn't even come grab my stuff. They sold it or they wouldn't let me, or there's something like that coming through. For some of you, this person speaks on how they know that time was running out. They knew. They knew time was running out. They could feel it. I hear sooner or later. I don't know if this person, for some of you, left the connection. They chose to, or you chose to, but there's this sense of them being called by the universe, and they're like, it was time. Clarify. Interesting. This person is two different energies that are here, because for some of you this energy is accepting and it's like, I get it, you know, I get it had to happen this way. And for others of you, there is, like I said, this spitefulness, this bitterness. For those whoever this individual is, you know, who's operating in an energy of spite, I see the fact that they are upset that they can no longer play games with you. And therefore, it's almost like a twist where they're telling people that you played games with them, that you were taking advantage of them. For someone specific, something about this connection was a risk. I just heard school. I don't know if this was like a professor student situation, or like there's almost like a power dynamic that I'm feeling. So it's almost an energy of the person felt like it would have been inappropriate to talk to you during that time, but maybe you graduated, maybe they did, maybe you're no longer at that job, and they kind of want to rekindle something, want to circle back around. You know, maybe this isn't a coworker anymore, and now they feel like, okay, it's all right to talk. But there's something like that that's coming up where a person, once again, missed opportunity, missed chance, feels like it might be an opportunity to reconnect again, but that it would have been a dangerous risk to do so before. Like somehow it was breaking the rules. All right, let's see if we have any messages from them to you. All right, so let's see what the universe would like you to know about this connection, and then I will close it down, but there will be an extended. So if you would like to know messages to you specifically from this person, how they see you currently and what they feel for you, then you can head on over to that. I'll have that link in the description below. But messages from the universe. Okay, messages to you from the universe about this connection, about this person. So we have never again. Wow. Okay, so the universe is saying for some of you, you don't need to reconnect with this individual. You don't ever need to go through this situation again. Now, for those of you that it was not like a tumultuous ending to this connection, or nothing crazy has happened, it could just be the fact that there's something very different about your connection and you're both releasing the past. Maybe it's past hurt that you had to deal with, past, like I heard shared. So for someone, maybe you had a shared past with this individual, or you had very similar situations. I don't know if you both went through divorce or something like that. Some type of, I heard childhood trauma. So it could be something that you shared and you both have been very dedicated to, like, we're never going to experience that again. We're never going to inflict that pain upon ourselves or on others, allow it to be, you know, directed towards us. There's something like that with a promise here. We have triggers. Absolutely. Absolutely. This connection possibly was a huge trigger. Like, I really feel like there is underlying trauma taking place, and maybe that is where there was a bond before or an understanding before, but it's like since you've been clearing out your energy, you're no longer in alignment with that. So the universe is saying pretty much be careful of what this connection triggered in you. You were supposed to take notice of that so you can heal that and you can release that. We have second option. So there might be something completely different. Like perhaps, I don't know, perhaps instead of being partners, maybe just friendship. or not. You know, there's instead of allowing this person fully in, let's say if they're family or something like that, maybe you put down certain boundaries to only meet at like a mutual family member's house, or like there's something about it's not all or nothing. There's another choice. There's another way to go about this. Wait, I want to pause. I also heard that the universe is saying you don't have to be a second option to someone. So for some of you where that was the case, they're saying you do not have to deal with this person again if they made you feel like you were not special, made you feel like you were a second option. It's okay for you to just walk away. And then last we have pride keeps us apart. Wow. So for some of you, if this was not as negative, not as toxic as it may have been for others, and you know who you are, there's no judgment, no shame. But if it was not that case, the universe is saying all is not necessarily lost. It is okay to perhaps listen to this person, give this person an ear, talk to them, or even if this person, like I said, in a position of authority was trying to do the right thing, having that space of understanding. Like with these doves are usually a symbol of peace. And so the energy that I'm picking up here with pride keeps us apart is that for a large majority of you, this is not a totally negative situation that needs to be burned and, like, you know, ashes thrown to the wind. It might be a simple misdirection that just needs to be aligned, talked about, understood, brought to attention, and then things can move forward into a new chapter. Like I said, there might be some apologies, there might be some heart-to-heart conversations where things are further revealed, things are better understood, you know, action steps are taken forward. Now, for those of you that this is a toxic connection, it was very hurtful, it was very triggering, you know, there was gaslighting, manipulation, all of that. The universe is talking about sometimes people revert to old habits in order to get what they want. And that can be a result of someone's pride. If this person walked away from you, you know, using their distance as a weapon to trigger you. You know, trying to get you to do the thing you said you would never do again, try to get you to come back around and play second fiddle in their life. And the universe is giving you warning that you don't have to do that. So pile 1, thank you so much for tuning in. As I said, I will have an extended where I will go deeper into this person, how they see you, how they feel about you. I also will look into any actions they might take, any future actions. So if you're interested in that, you can find a link for that down below. But thank you so much for joining. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and positive energy. And I'll see you in the next reading. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I also would like to know if there are any other type of readings that you would like to see here on my channel. I'm definitely trying to figure out more to do, more to talk about. So please feel free to leave me a comment and let me know. I also just want to add very quickly that I am open for personal readings if you would be interested in one. If so, you can book a reading with me through my Etsy shop, which you can find the link for that in the description box below. But until next time, take care. All right, so for those of you who chose pile number 2, let's find out what the person you're thinking about is saying about you. Now, there will be an extended for this reading if you are interested, where we'll look into how they see you, what they want to say to you, their next actions towards you, and any advice the universe wants to provide further. Outside of that, before we get to the reading, I would love if you could just take a moment and send some love and light to Gail, who has provided us with this new Lenormand deck for the channel. And so I used this previously in the reading on the channel, which was about what the universe wants to reveal to you about this person or this situation. These cards are straight shooters. I love it, and I'm excited to use them for this reading. So let us jump into pile 2. Okay, just clear the energy of these cards. I'm hearing mumble, something about mumble. This person might speak about you like under their breath, something like that. I feel like for a lot of you in this connection, this person is still in your life. Whereas pile 1, it felt like the people were estranged. It was disconnect. This person is still around many of you. And if they're not physically around you, this person could be keeping up with mutual friends, Got the Six of Swords. Could be slightly at a distance, but watching your social media and stuff. There's something like this person hovering. Okay. Oh, I'm hearing, I have a lot to say. This person has a lot to say about you. Okay. Great Spirit, what does the person that pile 2 is thinking of, what do they say about pile 2 to others? One more. Okay. All right, so we have the Hierophant. Once again, like I said, this person's keeping an eye on you. This person could be, it could be like an authority figure or someone who feels like they are an authority figure in your life. This could be a parent, this can be a grandparent, this can be a boss, this could be a mentor or something, or it could be someone who, I don't know, they have a very high sense of self that you're asking about. Either way, you know who you're asking about. This person, because I'm hearing something about reflection, and it's giving a sense of like how we see ourselves is how we see others. So this person is speaking as if you also have this high sense of self, this superiority, this like this knowledge, or maybe you're very traditional about something. Some of you could be waiting till marriage, or there's certain things like by the book. I also feel like this, like some of you could be really into learning or studying certain things that are niche considered, and this person is talking about that, like how your interest, your area of study is very particular, not as common, but interesting. I don't know if someone specifically is studying like archaeology or something of that nature with the pyramids, architecture, something like that, possibly studying for something spiritual, the priesthood or anything similar. But there's something about like your wisdom and your education, or like something about that with your path that this person is speaking about, your knowledge and the way that you are seen in your community. Many of you may be looked up to for some reason. Maybe you have a high position. Maybe you are a professor, or there's people who look up to you, who trust your opinion, or I don't know, perhaps you're an influencer or very large social media or something where the public eye, or many eyes are upon you, and this person speaks about this. Now, for some of you, I get a positive energy. This person likes to gloat, likes to boast, likes the fact that they can talk about all these accomplishments and achievements and things that you have. In another vein, either way, there is a boastful energy here, but it's like the motivations are different, because I'm getting energy of someone who is proud, and some of you, I'm getting energy of someone who might be jealous, but jealous in secret. Like they like to seem proud amongst the public and amongst other people, but privately they're jealous. We have the Nine of Cups. So this person talks about how you go after what it is that you want in life. Like maybe you have your dream job, your dream house, your dream body. Like I don't know, there's something that you might have accomplished recently, and this person is pretty much saying like you have it all. Like, but the energy is very singular, and so it's more so about like maybe self-made or something like that. Like I don't know if many of you in this pile are single, but there's something about that, like you look at what you did. Wow. I want to say though that the energy I was picking up on here that was kind of divided and a little more negative, I don't feel as much of that in this pile. I feel like this pile has a lot more positivity behind it. The reason why I say that is because this right here, This feels to me like someone who feels as though you have blessed their life. Like there's something about your guidance, your wisdom, the things you know, knowledge, and maybe some of you have connections or you're part of certain programs or something that actually has blessed other people in return. So you've helped make other people's wishes come true. You've helped other people get to certain places they wanted to reach. Ace of Wands, absolutely. They say you're very creative. You're very, for some of you, you're really artistic. For others of you, they just feel like you're very charismatic. There's an energy here of you're going to make it happen. You're going to find a way. People describe you as magical. This person has said that you're like magic. When this person talks about you, like I said, there's this sense of awe. Like they can't believe that they know you. They can't believe that you're in their life. This person, I do feel that they may sometimes feel like you're just so lucky. Like, wow, this person is so lucky. Things just happen for them. Which kind of contradicts them feeling as if, you're self made. But it's almost like they feel as though the luck is bigger in your life. And that's why you were able to accomplish so much, do so much, attract so much. So this person, they are in awe of you. There is some like hero worship here. If this is a romantic partner, they definitely see you as a dream come true. They definitely put you on a pedestal. They definitely find you very attractive. Very attractive. And there are some sexual messages coming through, which honestly I'll go into deeper in the extended. Can't really do it here on YouTube with the guidelines. But this person definitely feels as though sexually, if this is a connection you're talking about that is sexual, they feel like you are very compatible, and they feel like you're very knowledgeable. Outside of that, if it's not sexual, not romantic, a connection you're inquiring about, once again, this person sees you as almost like the magician. You are a manifester. They're like, wow, you speak something and that thing happened. You just mentioned something and look, it just came up. It just happened. Like, how do you do it? Last, we have the World. This is so beautiful. This person speaks highly of you. Now, like I said, there's a few. There's a few where this person does speak highly of you. In pile 2, the biggest thing is you're all being spoken of highly. It's just the motivation, like I said, of why like this person is saying it and how they feel about saying it afterwards. But all of you are being spoken of highly. You are either in the public eye, you might be a public figure, or just very well loved in your community, in your work, in your friend sphere, your family. And so people see you as accomplished. They see you as limitless. They see you as an inspiration. This person feels as though, there's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can't do. This is really beautiful, uplifted energy. For those of you that this is romantic, this person sees you as the one, the end all be all. Like this person feels like you are just a gift, like a wish come true. You are everything they ever wanted. Now, I will say that depending on how this person views themselves in a romantic context, this can cause some trouble. And the reason why I say that is because if you're dealing with someone who sees you so highly and they don't see themselves in the same light, and I'm talking in a healthy way, not egotistical, then they will feel like they don't deserve you. They would feel like you're too good for them. There would be an imbalance of energy. So for some of you that this is a romantic interest you're inquiring about, but there has not been like movement or positive actions, it very well could be that the person doesn't see themselves as magnificent as they see you. But we can look into that all in the extended. Like I said, here it's all beautiful things that are being said about you. You are so resourceful. This person, you might be well traveled. You might have lots of knowledge about a lot of different things, a lot of cultures, just a lot of subjects in general. This person's like, wow, what is it you don't know about? Like something like that is really hitting me. This person thinks you are very intelligent. You could be very well educated. They feel as if you just attract blessings your way. Like people just want to do things for you. So now let's just go a little deeper with our Lenormand cards here. Beautiful energy. This person also feels like some of you, I don't know, something with your spirituality, your religion, like you could be very devoted or just very spiritual, very in tune. There's something where they recognize the divine in you, and it makes them kind of stand back and be like, wow. It makes them kind of think of their own faith, their own beliefs. So they speak about that to others. They definitely mention to others about, like, yeah, you know, this person, they just know. They just know. They just speak it, or they just do it and it just happens, or that one, they're connected. All right, anything else that this person is saying about our pile 2, Great Spirit? What else is this person saying about pile 2? What else? They said just the 3. Okay. Okay, we have the Fox. Before I turn anything else over, they feel as though you're clever. Like I said, your intelligence comes into this. I also, once again, get that energy of being sexy, being foxy. Somebody that could be your nickname, like Foxy, Fox, I don't know, like Red Fox, something. But there's just this energy here of them feeling as though... Also, there's something about your privacy where this person feels as though they want to see what you're like. Like, they almost feel as if there has to be something else under the mask. And so they speak about how you're this beautiful, attractive, like talented individual, but they're like, what is their private life like? Like, you know, there's something about you that is very mysterious, and sometimes this person speaks about it like, you know, I wonder what they're hiding. Like, they can't always be, you know, there's something like that that's coming through. This person also speaks about how they don't understand your mind. They are captivated by it. They enjoy it. They are intrigued and they love it, but they don't understand it. The way you think is a mystery to them, and they are sometimes shocked by the conclusions you are able to draw, the dots you are able to connect, the things that you just manifest, you think of, that they would have never even thought of. So that's coming through. Also, they are very much talking about your independence. They feel as though you are, I don't want to say necessarily a rebel, but more so like you're doing your own thing. Like, there's something about your independence, your freedom, like you do things your way. And so perhaps what was coming up with the Hierophant, some of you very well could be very traditional, but it also could be a case for some of you that maybe you're not. Maybe you know, you, what is it, march by the beat of your own drum. It could be that. But it's like, for either individual I'm talking to, whichever path you walk it staunchly. Like, you're dedicated to it. So if you are a dedicated traditionalist, they talk about that. They're talking about, like, yes, I see this in this person, I recognize this in this person. However, if you are not, they are talking about that, like, this person, they're not, they do this, that, you know, there's something about that. Something about your compassion for others in the world is also coming through, about how maybe you care a lot about the environment, about humans, about animals, about, you know, just life in general. There's something about you having a big heart in regards to the world, and maybe something about change that you have tried to enact. So that's coming through really strongly. Some of you might be activists in certain areas, but there's something about, like, change, how you care and you want to change things. And even sometimes changing things starts with changing a perspective. So once again, that can go back to those who are mentors, who are speakers, who are teachers, etc. Anything else? This person feels like you probably have a lot of admirers, and so they talk to others about, and maybe they've seen it, maybe they've witnessed it, and so they talk to others about how you definitely have people fawning over you, whether you notice it or not. Like, how attractive you are. Some of you might literally have, like, red hair. That is definitely coming through. Let's see. For someone specific, something about your, what is it? I don't know if you come from a small town and move to a bigger city, or there's something about you being a big fish in a little pond. That's what the person I hear is talking about. Like maybe they feel like you're too big for the area you're in, the lifestyle you're in. Like you could be doing more, you could be doing better, and it's almost like a sense of they're urging you, or they want you to do better. Okay, we have 42, this compass here. So this person could be talking about where you're going, like your plans, if this person knows. One thing I do want to point out real quick is I don't get necessarily ill intention from this individual, whether they are a little envious or not. I just feel like this person is so much of a fan of yours that sometimes they might forget the discretion part. They might forget, not to spread some of your business. They're just so enthusiastic in a sense to speak your name and to talk about you and talk about like the things they know about you and kind of put themselves in proximity to you. So sometimes they spill information that they should not necessarily spill. So you might want to be mindful with what you share with this individual moving forward. But this person, they're just ecstatic. They love the subject of you. This could be a proud parent that some of you are asking about. This can also be, heck, an ex who is just gushing over you. Like, whoever it is you're thinking of, positive things. Now, if you are from somewhere else or moved from somewhere else, moving to somewhere else, they could be talking about that, some type of shift, some type of movement that you're literally making, either a new job, a new place you're living, something like of that nature, new place you're studying. I also feel like this person is talking about, once again, the guidance that you give, that you just know the right things to say. You know the right advice to put somebody on the right track. Some of you may have helped this person literally move themselves and or are planning, a visit, them to come see you or something like that. And so this person is definitely talking about you when it comes to travel. Next we have the Anchor. I take this positively, especially because the other cards are so positive. I feel like this person feels as though, you are a stable force in their life. Like they may feel as though they never had a person or a friend like you that they could depend upon. Like you're their anchor, you're their rock. And so I'm kind of picking up on that energy. For someone specific, this person may be talking about how they kind of had to put their dreams on hold in order to support yours. So this could be a parent, like I was talking about, somebody who loves to praise you but also has a little envy. They could be talking about, they're doing so great and this and all this other stuff, but I wasn't able to do my dream because I had to drop out of school and I had to, it could be a slightly envious partner or ex-partner or friend who's, I would have been able to do such and such too if I would have had the time or if I wasn't helping. There is a slight energy there. It's a backhanded compliment. That's what it is. That's not for everybody, but I do sense that a bit with this pile. But the biggest thing I'm picking up on is this person is talking about movement a lot. Like they're talking about how you are constantly shaking and moving in your life. Some of you might move a lot, like literally. I don't know if some of you are in the military or something like that, but they're speaking about you literally traveling, you literally making moves, and also you just being a stable force in their life, someone who they know that they can depend on. Let's see if there's anything else. Like, what would the universe like to say to you about this connection? I just also want to say real quick that this person also says about how sharp you are and how a lot of people aren't able to trick you. You might be very sly, very, like I said, quick-witted. And there's something about like people not being able to get one over on you. That's coming through. But what would the universe like you to know about this connection, this person you're inquiring about? So we have karmic. Okay. So this could be a karmic connection that you are inquiring about, or karma could play very heavily in this connection somehow. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. I feel like, in our community, we kind of have given it a bad rap, but honestly, karma just is, and how we perceive it is positive or negative. And so it could be good karma, it can be the fact that this is a good relationship of give and of take and of being there and of support. Now, if you feel as though that is not your experience with this individual, it could be the fact that maybe it is a karmic connection that is teaching you different things you need to know for yourself so that you can heal them and release them. We have unresolved issues. Interesting. I feel like any unresolved issues are ones that have not truly been brought to the surface. This might be things that you didn't even know were an issue. What I mean by that is because I feel like this person sees how beloved you are. This person might not be as comfortable coming to you straight up and letting you know if they did have an issue, did have a problem, it's something like that. So it can be the fact that they're not talking to you about things that they feel in this connection. Also, it could be the fact that you have an issue with, as I said, this person may have dropped information about you to others, or taken certain liberties, or signed you up for things, and kind of wants to capitalize on your good energy, your good karma. So there are some unresolved issues that are here. I also feel like for some of you, this might be more of a future energy, something that you will see come to light, especially as you advance in your career or gain more prestige. So you might just want to be mindful of this connection and the role it plays in your life, and how in depth, or rather involved, this person is excuse me, this person is in your dealings. We have detour. Okay, so this connection might be taking a detour soon. Something might change in it. And we have options are kept open. Okay, let me get a little clarification on this. Clarify, please. Trigger. Okay, so with this connection, just be careful of this person's hero worship. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but like I said, this person might have underlying issues, especially if they don't see themselves as highly. And so that can really affect their self-esteem, really affect the connection, really affect the choices they make and how they show up for you. Now, with options are kept open, I kind of feel like the universe, and clarified by triggers, I feel like the universe is saying that you get to decide how you want this person in your life, especially if this person is triggering for you anything from the past, anything that you have released, that you have let go of. The universe is letting you know that they don't have to. I don't care if you're related by blood. You don't have to be tightly wound in your connection with them. With detour, I feel like there is some type of shift, as I said, that will be happening. I feel as if this connection may take a change, and that can be positive or negative. I'm reading for a lot of people, but I just feel like the universe is saying that something will change in this connection. And as a result, you might find that maybe this person isn't as supportive anymore. Maybe this person, their loyalties switch up a bit. Maybe something in the connection changes for the better. Like, it's so many different people that I'm reading for, but I do see that things will be shifting. Let's get some clarification. Closure. Yeah, so for some of you, you'll be closing out this chapter. You'll be closing out this connection. If you're not with this person, and this is someone who, you have already cut the connection with them, but they just continue to speak about you, continue to talk about you, continue to watch you, all of that. It's a sense of you are finally able to release this. You are finally able to come to a point where you're like, I don't have to deal with this. No matter if you are obsessed with me or fantasize about me, I don't have to deal with this. And maybe you didn't do anything terrible. Maybe, maybe I just feel like I don't want this connection anymore, and that's okay too. Now, for others of you, I feel as though if there's nothing negative that took place between you, closure, triggers, options being kept open and everything, I feel like that could be talking more about like just further healing and understanding in this connection. I feel like this person, and perhaps even yourself, you might have areas that need to be addressed, or things you just didn't even know were affecting, things you didn't even know were potentially a factor. And this will bring closure to you. This will change things to where things can become closer. This will change things to where you two can become closer. And some of these triggers, some of this can be the fact that almost like a thought of who you thought the person was, like needing to see the person as they are now. And as you do that, kind of realizing how you both may trigger certain things in each other. I don't get a terrible energy right now from what I'm speaking on. I feel like there is a support, like a back and forth going on. And so I feel like some of you may feed off of the energy of this individual, their courage, their strength, the things you see in them. And I'm hearing from the universe that it might be important for you to let this person know how highly you think of them. If this is a connection that is healthy, that you are still in connection with one another, let this person know how highly you think of them. Send some love to them as well. And that might actually open up some healing for them to take place. All right, pile 2, that's all that I am seeing. This actually really was a very lovely reading. And they say that hate is actually love, just misdirected. So anyone who is hating on certain individuals here in pile, did I say 3? The number 3 might be important for you. I definitely meant 2. Either way, if I didn't say 3, I'm saying it now. For some reason, 3 is important. But either way, the universe wants you to know that you are highly thought of, that you are highly spoken of, that even if this person does have a hint of jealousy for some of you, it comes from a place of admiration and them needing to find their own personal power. Doesn't mean you have to cater to it, doesn't mean you have to do anything in regards to them, but it is just the truth that you actually make them realize who they could have been or could become, and perhaps they are not willing to actually put in that work, and that's not your fault. For others of you, this person, they just admire you. They just admire you. They are in awe of you. They feel so lucky to know you. And as I said, if you want this connection to flourish, if this is someone you really care about, you might need to just ground them a little bit. You might need to just kind of bring that energy down a little, because it's a lot of hero worship, but I feel like that can become frustrating for you, because that makes you at times not feel seen, not feel heard, not feel like an actual person. Or that, let's say you are having a bad day, an off day, like, hey, can I come to you and talk to you about this? Or are you going to look at me strange because I'm having a human experience? So pile 2, I'm sending you lots of love, light, and positive energy. Let me put this down real quick because y'all know I like to channel it. Love, light, and positive energy your way. Okay, if you like this reading, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I also would like to know if there are any readings specifically that you would like to see on this channel that could be helpful to the collective. I am looking to be more consistent, and I want to know what interests you. Like, are you interested in love readings on more universal, like self-love? Like, what is it that you would like to see here? So I definitely want to know that. If you'd like to jump into the extended, where we will look at, as I said, how this person sees you. And also for this pile, I think it's important to see how this person sees themselves in, kind of in conjunction to you. But also, what do they want to say to you? And what's their next action towards you, as well as some divine advice. So all of that will be in the extended, which will have the link in the description box below. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can book one through my Etsy shop, which you can also find the link for in the description box below. So thank you so much, pile 2. Till next time.